We gather today in the shadow of sorrow. Over 50 souls, many of them children, were taken by the terrible floods in Texas. Water rose suddenly. Homes, camp cabins, and vehicles were swallowed. Lives were lost. Parents watched helplessly. Children vanished. Entire communities were washed away in a matter of hours. To every parent who has lost a child, to every community broken by these devastating floods, to all who stand in the wreckage wondering how to go on, you are not alone. As a bishop, I'm praying for you, and the church around the world is praying with you. We bring your sorrows into the sanctuary. We lift your tears with our prayers, and we place your loss in the pierced hands of Christ, who knows what it is to suffer, and who never leaves us in our sorrows. And across the country, across the church, hearts cry out. Why? Where is God in the flood? Where is Christ when the sorrow is this deep, this raw, this close? That cry echoes from the mouth of Christ himself. My God, why hast thou forsaken me? Psalm 21, verse 2. He asked that question not to teach us a doubt, but to meet us in ours. The Lord of glory descends even to the abyss of sorrow, so that there would be no grief too deep for his presence. Let us go to him there. Suffering is real. Loss is real. And there is no shortcut through it. The waters rose, and now so do our questions. But faith does not always answer every question. But it does allow us to walk with Christ through those questions and those overwhelming hardships. St. John Vianney said, "The cross is the ladder to heaven," from sermons of the Curé of Ars. This tragedy, these floods, this grief has brought us to the foot of the cross. That is where Christ is found. The Catechism of the Catholic Church teaches clearly and beautifully. By his passion and death on the cross, Christ has given a new meaning to suffering. It can henceforth configure us to him and unite us with his redemptive passion. The Catechism of the Catholic Church, number 1505. This does not make the pain disappear, but it gives purpose and meaning to the pain. It makes it holy if we allow it. God has always worked through water and through tears. Moses led the Israelites through the sea. Noah watched the flood recede. Peter walked upon the stormy waters to Christ. The same waters that overwhelm us can purify us if they are offered to God. Suffering is not foreign to holiness. It is the soil in which holiness grows. Saint Teresa of Lisieux, dying young from tuberculosis, wrote, "I understood that love comprises all vocations, that love is everything, and because it is eternal, embraces all times and places. Story of a Soul, chapter 11. Her illness taught her this. St. Padre Pio bore the wounds of Christ in his own body for 50 years and said, "In the midst of all the difficulties, let us not lose heart, but instead redouble our prayers." The saints never worshipped suffering, but they never wasted it. The loss of a child, though it is unlike any other pain, Christ himself was once an infant, vulnerable, endangered, haunted by Herod. And Christ said, "Suffer the little children to come to me, and forbid them not, for of such as these is the kingdom of God."